Now, what I want to do is take a look at the overbought ones real quickly. Don't have as many because stocks have been moving up. Jonathan, question?
Yes, just before you do, we got a question about these watch lists.
Okay.
Yeah, so he says on actually looking at any one point, it seems like you got two watch lists. Is there any reason you have them anyway that's not alphabetical or?
I do have them alphabetical within the list, but I have an overbought list and oversold list, just to make it easier to go through those, right? So we're not one stock saying overbought, one oversold, one overbought. So this is clearly just the way it is. And then plus, when I do a scan, and I'll show you in one of the slides, I look at how many oversolds and how many overboughts there are. So then I put the list together. And yeah, I look at, the quick one watch list is about 50. And these I could go through 50 stocks in less than 10 minutes just to find the signals. So that's how I arrange them. And this is my overbought list. So going through these, we see not quite ready yet. MACD has to point down. Now we have a cross. And this one, though, RSI is slightly pointing down. I'd like to see a point more, but we're at 58. So we still maybe have some room down. But if you find other trades, could be better. AEE. Now we have the point down on the MAC. And RSI slightly pointing down again. Again, remember on these overboughts, we have the market going up today. So a lot of the market movement, even the overboughts may still go higher. These are the ones that they've gone high enough or now they're starting to reverse. So we'll keep an eye on them because when the market starts to reverse or come back, these will be really good trades. So that's why I'm looking at them here. RSI pointing down, MACD is actually pointing down here. This could be an interesting one with a AM this time, a double top. Keep an eye on that one. This one, RSI flat. Now, MACD crossed back here, but RSI actually flat to reverse. So if you had gotten this in on this one early, you'd be saying, oh, this reverse is not good. You'd have a little bit of a profit. But right now, I'd have to wait for the RSI to point down. But I'd look for another trade. AIZ, same type of thing. RSI is reversing, but it came all the way down close to the 50. So that's another question we had. When would I get out? If it didn't hit 50 and this reversed, you probably have a pretty nice profit if you got in at the right spot. So I just take the profit, get out, especially in a volatile market. For that one, CLX, again, this time RSI flat, MACD starting to trend down. So wait a little bit for that to happen. Dominion D, we've got RSI pointing down, MACD. Looks like it's starting to form that gap there on the downside. So keep an eye on this one. I like a little bit more of a gap on that. EIX, we had this one the other day, and I think I think Neva or somebody was in this. Looks like it's take profit time because it's reversing. FE, again, RSI pointing down, MACD crossing. So this is an interesting spot right here. You look at the highest high, 44.97. So you'd round it up to 45 would be your stop loss. Not too bad because you're at 44 here. Looks like it could have a nice move to the downside on FE. FTNT, RSI down, MACD cross pointing down. So this looks like also an interesting trade here. We had the little wiggle here, but now we're clearly pointing down. So if you got in here, you'd have to manage it pretty tightly with your stop loss. High of 78.08, so 79, and you're at 75 here. All right, GDS. RSI pointing down, MACD. PPL, RSI down, MACD down. Looks pretty interesting right here. Stop loss, high 32.54, high 32.49. High 32.48, so 33 rounding up will be your stop loss. All right, RNR, just have a couple left here. We've got this pointing down and the cross. This is a nice one here too as well. We're at RSI 60, so you have a good move to the 50. So highest high here looks like it's right here. The high of 261.62, so it's 262. This is a very expensive stock. So if I were trading it, I'd look at options, or you may want to pass on it and look at something else because that's a pretty high up. Stop loss 260 from 253, 262. It's a 10-point stop loss.